Y'all see this face? It ain't no time to waste. Yeah, sure. Back in with another episode of the We Here Now podcast. I am your host, as I've been your host, MarioTheCameraMan, aka Sosa, aka Coffee, aka Rio, whatever you like to, aka call me, as long as you like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get right into this thing. Back again, episode number 42. And like I promised y'all, I know I got a little situation I got to take care of this week. So, probably gonna drop on Wednesday instead of Thursday. I know I like to say consistent as possible when it comes to dropping time, but real life happens. So can't necessarily. I can put it like this: everything doesn't always go as planned, right? But that's not for y'all to worry about. That's for me to worry about. That's why y'all see me in here giving y'all some fire content. Moving on, we're gonna get why I'm actually shooting a day earlier, a little bit later, but y'all know we like to start the thing off with a little weekend recap. I really don't got much to say as far as the weekend goes, but we're gonna tag on a couple things. The main point for me, I just want to make sure I give y'all this content like I promised you. It may not be as long as some of the other ones. It's not gonna be as short as you're probably used to, but it's probably gonna be right in the middle. Cause honestly, y'all kind of throw me a curveball sometimes. Cause like sometimes the longer episodes y'all like, and then the short episodes y'all don't like, but y'all kind of like to flip the switch on me sometimes, because like sometimes when I have those short ones, y'all really don't like to listen to those. But every time I get the hour ones, y'all seem to like those a lot. But when I say like that 50 to 55 minute range, I don't know, y'all kind of be giving me like wishy-washy feedback. So I'm just gonna give the people what y'all want. But like I said, a little weekend recap. I think I talked about last week on the podcast. I was actually supposed to have a playoffs for flag football Sunday, actually today, but that didn't end up happening. But I had a busy day anyways, so it kind of worked out perfectly. But we're going to get into that as well. Here I go, just prolonging everything, just pushing to the end of the show. But don't worry, we're going to get to everything. Just stay with me, put your seatbelt on, strap in, and look, do I lie to y'all? Look, I'll tell you I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do when I say I'm going to do it, right? That's all we going to do. We can recap. Now, I'll let y'all know. Okay, so boom. Y'all kind of know what I do for work, but y'all don't necessarily know what I do for work. But I just had to make this a point because it seems to be happening a lot. Now, I do work with elderly people. I'll put it like that. My co-workers, like actual elderly people. But like I talked about in the podcast I don't know when it was, but we love the elderly and our exes. That's what, if y'all watch the podcast, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But dealing with elderly people. Now, obviously it's your coworkers, so you guys are all collectively, working as a team. But with me being, one of the youngest people that work there, you do start to notice a couple things. Now, I've talked about the nagging and the fuss, but before we get to that, one thing I do want to talk about is, see, maybe it's just me just having a little ego, right? I feel like any job that I do, that I'm always the best at what I do. Not saying like I'm the best worker, but like as far as like the best is being consistent and being able to count on and be able to do certain jobs, right? That's cool. But the problem is, which a lot of you guys probably have at your job as well, if you are the good worker, if you are the bad worker, you have no idea what I'm talking about right now. But it's okay. You're here already, so I'm gonna let you in. When you're a good worker, there's not only where your managers expect a certain level of professionalism out of you, but as well as your coworkers, right? Now, I do have older coworkers, so some things you got to take into mind, like maybe walk-in, they have doctor's appointment. It's a lot of factors that play into, working with elderly people. Now, the biggest thing I want to say working with elderly people is they be trying to strip me of all my youthful juice, right? Now, something that they can do, it might take them a little longer to do, so it's more of a process, so they might not necessarily want to do it, right? So they might pass it on to somebody else. Now, if you're an elderly person and you need help, who are you going to pass it to? You know, probably somebody that's younger than you, more equipped to do the task. Now, these things were happening, and I'm starting to think like, man, like I'm really am a good worker, and my coworkers are acknowledging it. I just step back and realize that's not necessarily the case, you know, because when my coworkers call me, Mr. Gwynn, I'm thinking, oh, they about to, you know, we're gonna have a little, you know, coworker chit chat. Not that I necessarily care for it, but we can have those conversations because, you know, we're all in the same field. We work roughly the same hours, so we all have a good idea of what everybody's going through, right? The problem is when I get these calls, I'm thinking it's going to be that, but instead, it's the other stuff. It's like, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? Little stuff. It's not big stuff, you know what I mean? It's nothing too crazy, but like I said, I feel like it's because I'm young, they want me to do it. Now, personally, having this job, I'm not necessarily in the business of caregiving, you know? These are my coworkers, but at the same time, I can't be expected to do everything. You know what I mean? Any little inconvenience that they might have, I'm not necessarily responsible for doing that. The problem is, they don't necessarily know that. And like I told y'all before, I'm definitely passive when it comes to certain things, but I'm also no nonsense when it comes to other things. Now, this is one thing, you know, I'm helping the elderly. I shouldn't have any problem with it. But it's like at the same time, it's like y'all kind of stripping me of my youthful juice because every time I got a little bit of free time, y'all, oh, can you do this for me? Can you do this? And me, okay, I got some time. No big deal. Oh, I'm running late to my second job. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. No, really, I would love to help you. And that's what I end up doing. Now, I don't love to help, but I love being somebody who, you know, people can count on. But it comes to a point in time where it's kind of getting a little much, and that's kind of the point I'm at now. Now, like I said, I'm passive. So as far as like me, like, man, you got to learn how to do it. Like, I'm never gonna be that guy. You know what I mean? Because I also have grandparents as well, and you know they're black grandparents. You also like that's the type of people like I'm working with as well. So it's like I don't know. It kind of puts me in a tricky situation because like even if I feel like I should be like letting them know they can't just like low key boss me around, like do stuff. And I don't even want to say boss me around because they're very polite about it, but it's just like, man, I don't always be wanting to do that. You know, just like y'all, when y'all get off work, y'all want to hang around and do some extra stuff you can do tomorrow or something that you're not necessarily obligated to do. No, exactly. So that's where I'm at with it. And it's been months of this. You know what I mean? I don't trip. You know, hey, can you put this in for this? Hey, oh man, the hood, the latch keeps getting stuck. Mr. Gwen, can you help this out for me? Not a problem. Not a problem. I got you. I got you. But that's why I got this podcast, so I come here and tell y'all how I really feel. Because I mean, I don't see that. I don't see how that can be effective in any way. Me actually telling my coworkers how I feel about this stuff. So I come here and tell y'all. I get off my chest. I go back to work the next day, and I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing. So it's really not a big deal. But one thing also, like I said, I talk about working with like older people. It's just kind of like the nagging. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a little bit much, and I try not to say too much about it. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, like I'm the one who's driving, so it's like I kind of got like a backseat driver all the time. But for the most part, like it don't be so bad. But like when it happens, it's kind of like it's super extra. You know what I mean? And it just kind of reminds me, just working, with elderly people, and then just going to my point, elderly black people in general. Is like me personally, like if you want to do something a certain way, and I possibly have knowledge of another way you can do it, I'm not gonna force you to do it my way. However way you see fit to do it, you can do it like that. Because if something goes wrong or whatever the case may be, you don't have me to blame. You took your own advice, and that's what happened. If you take my advice, it's kind of like, oh well, you said to do it like this, and then well, if I would have done it my way, all right, cool. So just do it your way. That's how I feel. But I had a situation at my other job. Now this kind of the problem when I have when I deal with like, old like elderly black people, because like they almost see me as like like their grandson, like their nephew or something like that. You know what I mean? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like the truth of the matter is I'm not either of those, right? So when I used to work at Amazon back in the day, I had this manager. I'm gonna give you some shine because if you see this, whatever the case may be, his name is Maurice, right? Older dude, DJ, a little bit of a creepy guy, but we're gonna get to that. So I'm ordering my stuff that I need for my Amazon stuff. I need my pants, I need my shirts and all this stuff. So I'm telling him like my size that I need. Like I'm writing them down. He's like, oh no. Oh, you're not a large. You're gonna need an extra large. It's like, bro, how you gonna tell me my size? I put my shirt down. I need a large. Oh no. You're gonna need an XL. Like, bro, why is you trying to tell me what I need to be wearing and what I don't need to be wearing? And I think that just kind of plays to like how he might view me. It's like he might have nephew or grandson that's around my age, so he's kind of like try to make that walk for me, like to make those decisions for me. But I don't need you to do that, right? Because I know what size I wear. I literally dress myself. I dress myself. I'm grown. I don't need help when it comes to stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I still have that to say. That's how I kind of feel like it happens. Because why else would another man be trying to tell me like what size I should be wearing? If I get the size that's too small, that's my problem, not your problem. Okay, if I get it too big and you tell me to get it too big, that's your problem. And that's what happened. I put my sizes down. I put a large. Obviously work. I'm put the shorts under just in case it might get a little hot and might have to, go crazy. But I did that, and then when I get my stuff in, all my stuff is super big. He got me 2XL pants. Now keep in mind, it's in the winter, right? So obviously you might have something a little bit under you just to keep you warm. But bro, a 2XL is OD. With a large, I can still fit joggers under my pants and be good. But I say all that to say, just to make kind of a long story short, I feel that's how, sometimes they kind of view me. That's why they ask me to do certain things. But I don't know. I just didn't like that. And like I say, kind of like a creepy dude anyways, like a DJ. He ended up getting fired for like some, as you probably imagine, like some creepy stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, you're a 50-year-old DJ. Ain't nobody, you're not getting no play with none of the chicks talking about, oh yeah, baby, I was DJing in the 70s. I used to DJ for Run DMC. Boy, if you don't nobody care about nothing. That's getting you no play, Maurice. I promise you it's not. But, shout out to you, whatever you're doing. Hopefully not being a creep anymore, not on your Diddy stuff, but whatever. It is what it is. That's just kind of how work's been going for your boy. But, work. But I will have a nice little break coming up for the next couple of days. I kind of mentioned this as well. I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed. So check this out. Now, usually, okay, it's a medical reason, right? It's not like, oh, somebody's having a wedding. Oh, my cousin on the dad's side is coming home from being deployed or something like that. It's nothing like that. It's like nothing like along the personal line is medical. You feel me? So I'm telling both my jobs about what I got to do. I don't think they really was like, it's like, man, like, you gonna be gone how many days? It's like, when I call off from work to get, medical stuff done, I shouldn't have to feel like, man, like I kind of feel bad for not, being there for the squad or whatever the case may be. But like, I can't keep pushing this stuff off. Like, they literally just gonna have to deal with it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, even if it was like a situation like, oh, like if you go to your appointment, like you won't have no job. Like I'm not gonna have no job because at the end of the day, it's a job. Like a job will fire you and replace you as soon as you walk out that door. You feel me? So this goes out to the message to anybody out there that may have a problem like that. Not saying that I did, but I'm saying if you do have a problem like that, man, just get a new job, honestly, because you can't let your job stop you from taking care of, medical, dental, anything that could prolong and make it worse for you down the line. You just gonna have to deal with that. And I'm sure your job will be fine and they'll figure it out. They might be a little mad, might be a little stressed that they gotta work a little bit extra. But it is what it is. That's not your problem. Take care of what you gotta take care of and you're gonna be good. Now, obviously, I'm very open here. Some of y'all talking about, like, why would you be talking about you got to get this done? You got to get to my work. Like, bro, I don't care. Like I said, I told you, I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be myself. And that's all it is, too. I'm not hiding anything. So people like, oh, well, he talked about this. Like, isn't that embarrassing? Well, I'm not embarrassed. Like, I embarrassed myself before I even let y'all embarrass me. So say what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole reason that I wanted to do this podcast. I didn't want to come here and I'm the dude that's too cool for school. Like, I ain't never been beat up. I ain't never been rejected by a girl. I done had all of that happen to me. And we going to eventually get to all that. But at the end of the day, this is my podcast. And my podcast is going to be the most authentic version of myself. No matter what I got going on, I'm going to talk about it. Now, if it's dealing with my family, obviously, I'm going to be respectful in that regard to not make anybody else feel uncomfortable. But it's about something I'm going through. Man, I don't care. I'm gonna let it fly. Like, I don't care. Like, what is y'all gonna say to make me feel bad about myself? Nothing. Exactly. That's why I do this. You don't think when me posting these podcasts now, people are like, man, ain't nobody watching that. They're looking at the views like, oh, you're not getting thousands of views, all that. But I don't care. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I didn't wait for like the next man next to me, see him doing something. It's like, oh, well, I want to be doing podcasts now. I've been listening to podcasts since 2016. You know what I mean? And it's 2024, and I just started doing a podcast last year. I don't care. I'm doing what I want. I'm talking about whatever I want, no matter how embarrassing or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna do it. Get over it. Well, not y'all, because y'all know we rocking. Y'all know I give it up. But I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed, right? Now, I had to find a place, because not everywhere do like the little sedation. Like everybody talking about, they give you like a little shot in your guns. You're like, oh, no, you're not gonna feel anything. When I got my root canal and they done it, boy, that joint hurt. I ain't gonna lie. Like the only part that it didn't hurt was like, man, it's like a small fraction of the time where it actually didn't hurt. But other than that, yeah, that's painful. And then you still got to deal with it after being painful. So I found a place. They do sedation right down the street from the house. Close. Good reviews. It's all gravy. So I went last week. So now I got my appointment set up for Tuesday. Now, obviously, most people get their wisdom teeth out, whatever. Like I remember kids like in high school getting their wisdom teeth out. So the fact that I'm 27 just getting my wisdom teeth out, I don't necessarily think that it's anything wrong with that because I mean my wisdom teeth haven't been bothering me. It's the fact that I need other work and me taking the wisdom teeth out can kind of, you know, not cause any hiccups or anything else that I got going on. Boom. So find a place to do sedation. Now I'm not going to be completely asleep. I'm going to be okay. Pretty much the front desk lady, which is hot as hell. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's another thing. Like man, it's not an ideal situation. You need work done on your TV trying to holler at the front desk lady, but she is recently divorced. So hopefully when I'm on that sedation tomorrow, I don't say nothing crazy. But anything I say, I mean the girl. Don't take it any other way. I mean it. Don't be like, oh, it was just sedation. Like, man, next time you see me, I'm gonna be on it for sure. But she explained to me it's like, yo, you're not gonna be asleep, but it's pretty much like it's like being off of 4 beers. That's it. Like I'm thinking like 4 beers that's not really the type of comparison I thought she was gonna give me. I thought she was gonna say it's like being like off the Costa Fricos. I thought it was gonna be something like that. Oh, it's gonna have you feeling like you done took a couple shots, some Strong, some tequila, some real liquor. You're talking about 4 things of beer. 4 beers won't even have me drunk enough to hook up with the 4 at the club. You feel me? So that's why I'm kind of a little nervous. Like, is that gonna be, strong enough? Like, I know they're gonna numb me and stuff like that, but it's like, man, they might have to give me like some laughing gas too, or something. We gonna figure it out when I go tomorrow. But like I said, that definitely started me a little bit because first I found out the sedation, you're not sleeping. I'm like, oh, okay, I thought it'd be sleeping, but okay, keep talking. Maybe you can win me over in some way. And then she's like, yeah, you're not gonna be asleep, but it's like you'll be very out of it, not a care in the world. I'm like, all right, now we're talking. And then she's like, it'll be like you being drunk off of 4 beers. Drunk off of 4 beer. Like I ain't gonna lie, even when I was 16, I couldn't get drunk off no 4 beer. I might be a little tipsy, you know what I mean? But like all 4 beers, I'm still not making any bad decision. Like that little filter that tells you not to do dumb stuff is not in your head. So it's like, I don't know. We gonna get it figured out tomorrow. Y'all pray for me. By the time y'all see this, I would already have got it done, so it's not even gonna matter. But I mean, all in all, I think it will be good. Like I said, I talked about it last week. They definitely made me feel like welcoming and not bad about missing up on stuff I should have got taken care of or whatever the case may be. But like, I mean, y'all heard it before. Better late than never. You know what I mean? There's gonna be somebody watching this podcast right now that needs some type of dental work. It's like, man, I'm just gonna keep pushing up, man. If you can, I know sometimes it can be expensive. You paying out of pocket, if you got insurance or whatever the case may be, man, just go get that stuff taken care of. Like, it's at the point. It's like you look. We all grown for the most part. If you're not grown, if you are underage watching this, when we talk about mature content, what I would advise if you aren't 18 or 21, I would go tell your mom, only if she's single, go tell your mom that you listen to this podcast, get her hip, and then let her watch. And then if you watch it, no, but for real, Get that, like, you can't just push things off and say, like, oh, expect things to get better just because you're not taking care of it. Like, actually take care of it, go through like the uncomfortable phase of having to game plan and figure it out and possibly go through pain to get it better. But I mean, it is what it is. Me personally, I'm naturally just like an anxious person. So I mean, if I can do it, you can definitely do it. If you don't struggle from any type of anxiety, I'm not talking about like the new anxiety where everybody got anxiety. Oh, I gotta go to work Friday. I got anxiety. Boy, you ain't gotta. You ain't got no damn anxiety. Boy, you lazy. That's not what we talking about. If you really get anything, I mean, you start to sweat, you start to twitch a little bit, anything like that. Your heart get to race. You start to feel that like your stomach in your throat. You about to throw up, bro. I'm doing it, so I advise you guys to do it as well. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, um, but I don't know if I was gonna talk anything else about the wisdom teeth stuff. I think that was pretty much it. I mean, I just gotta wait to see how this goes. If it's actually gonna, be as strong as they say it's gonna go, and then just kind of, go from there. I was looking online though, and curious. I'm getting my wisdom teeth out. I want to see like kind of what the process is like. Dog, I watched that for about 20 seconds. I'm like, there's no way I'm watching this. I can't even stomach it. Like, it hurt my stomach so bad. I'm like, man, there's no way. Like, they're working on a live body right now. You see somebody gum getting all cut up and they going all around the tooth and stuff like that. It's like, bro, this is not a live person. Somebody literally just died. They put him in the chair so they can make this video to take his wisdom teeth out. Because how can a living person go through what I was just seeing? You know what I mean? But I guess we gonna figure it out. I need to stop thinking negative. I'm thinking positive. It's all gonna go great. It's gonna be a great time. I'm gonna have my wisdom teeth out, and from there, I almost made a dad joke about, oh, I got my wisdom teeth out. Am I gonna be dumb? Look, the farthest thing from dumb, I'm not even gonna play like that because what you speak about, becomes you know reality. So if you think you dumb, you're like, man, I'm so stupid and all that. If you're not stupid already, it's eventually gonna make you stupid. So careful, what you say, and what's yeah, I really got nothing else as far as the weekend recap goes. Actually, I lied, but we are gonna go to a commercial break, and on the other side, I had a baby shower to go to, and we gonna talk about it. Shoo. Damn, I low key, uh, I low key don't like when I do that because like but I don't got a timer to see when the camera gonna cut off. I'm gonna give y'all a little behind the scenes, but it's like I got like a 30, like I got a 29 minute and 58 second hard stop before the camera cuts off, and I gotta literally reshoot whatever I thought I was gonna say. Now, y'all new viewers, if y'all been here before, this has definitely happened to me twice. There's one time I was literally talking for an entire half hour and it wasn't being recorded, so I had to go back and record it. Literally just happened a couple weeks ago. I had about 5-7 minutes left and the camera cut off on me. So just give y'all a little behind the scenes. That is the reason that we do the commercial break. Just make sure we don't get cut off and the thoughts stay flowy and fluid and smooth. Okay. I don't think I really give y'all a lot of behind the scenes sometimes. I mean, sometimes if somebody will ask about it, like I'll let you know. But for the most part, I don't be thinking y'all be caring about like the behind the scenes stuff that goes with the podcast as far as, getting the camera set up. I got the fan on me, I got the AC going. But look, y'all can't even hear none of that because I use a little thing called noise reduction when I edit. Because it's way too hot. It's the summertime in Cleveland. It's like 85 degrees right now. There's no way I'm being here with a ring light on me recording with nothing going on. But just to give y'all a little bit of behind the scenes with Mario the Cameraman. Let me get a like and subscribe just to drop some gems for y'all. And I think I was kind of on that as well because even before I started shooting the podcast, as I do the podcast, I definitely noticed that there's more people that are definitely interested in doing the podcast. I'm not gonna say that strictly because they see me doing the podcast and they want to do it. I mean, podcasts, I don't know why I always struggle to say that. Podcasts are pretty big. As far as like, adult content as well. Not like adult content, but like adult contemporary content. When you're young, everything is kind of like fast paced. That's like people are on TikTok. I can't do TikTok. I mean, I just scrolling. I didn't forgot about everything I just watched. So I don't want to necessarily relate that to like, oh, they see me doing a podcast, they want to do it. But I've definitely been giving people some game about, what's going on because people got questions, anything about the podcast. Like, I'm always down to, give them some game, but like, I'm not also the person that's like, oh, what? I got a podcast. Oh, yo, what like, I'm not doing that. Like, if you want my help, I'll help you because I talked about this last week. Everybody wants to do a podcast until you actually got to do a podcast. You got to come in here, you got to sit, you got to work, whatever you choose to do. If you go to a studio or whatever, regardless, you still got to put the work in. To an extent, I guess, because if you want to have a podcast where you only drop once a month, by all means, but if you want to do something more, consistent, you just got to get out and do it. You know what I mean? There's no if, ands, or buts about it. But if you know me and you have those questions, I will gladly help you. Just do not waste my time. I'm not trying to give you guys advice and give you lists, and I give you items and equipment you can get, to start small, and then you guys still don't do it. I could have applied that same energy, except I still need for my podcast. I ain't forget about y'all. I know the walls is still blank. I got the drawings and all that stuff coming. Don't worry. Shout out my boy Rodney too, because he made me a big his little poster is gonna go either like right there or right there. I ain't figure out exactly where it's gonna go. But a little brand, a little we here in our podcast style with a little bit of sauce to it. But I got that. I got mics, guests, all type of stuff I'm still trying to do. So if I give you some advice, please just adhere to my advice and make sure that you're actually doing something with that information. Now, moving on. My niece, Tasha, she had her baby shower. Okay. Now, this is only the second baby shower I've gone to, but the craziest part about my nieces and nephews having baby shower in the matter of a year, it's been one, two, so BJ and then Brittany and then Tasha had babies. So at 27, I am a great uncle with three great. What is it? Great. I got great nephews now. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Like, I'm trying hard not to always age myself, but man, it is what it is. It's a lot of stuff going on, and that's specifically what's going on. Baby shower. So my niece Taja had a baby shower. By the time you guys see this, I don't know what day this would be, but you might see me re-rock outfit. But y'all might think that, but y'all don't know that I'm actually shooting this on a Sunday. So it's not like I re-rocked. I might have threw on a little different and then that, but it's the same stuff. Moving on. I don't want to go on tangents and miss the point. But she had a baby shower. So it says the baby shower starts at 3, right? Is at one of my brother's jobs where one of his two jobs. I had to throw that in because not even like it's a flex anymore, but like I said, it's like the norm. Everybody got two jobs. Boom. Starts at 3. So me, I'm a punctual mother. Yeah, that. But starts at 3. What time do I get there? I get there about 2. I'm probably walking in at like 2:55, 3 o'clock, right? Standard, you know what I mean? I've only been to one other baby shower before, and that was my neighbor's baby shower. Now with that, it was a little bit different. I already kicked it with my neighbor at the time anyway. So, we just kind of going throughout the day, bag, all type of stuff, But like I'm also next door, so I can see what's going on. You know what I mean? Like I don't really when I hear more cars pull up, more people talking, I can just look out my window or look out that window or that window. Y'all know I mean windows like I ain't gonna give them my information like that. But I can just look out and see what's going on. I don't have this luxury with this because it's at a different spot. Boom. I get there. It's only my second baby shower I've ever been to. The first one I went to, now that I think about it, it was definitely late to start as well. The person having the baby, she was about 2 hours. I didn't want to say 2 hours late, technically, because if it's your baby shower, technically you can't be late because it can't start until you get there. But whatever. I get there, see my brother, he's walking out. Yo, what's the deal? Where you going? He's like, ain't nobody in there. I'm like, what? Like, nobody? He's like, your other niece Jatar in there and some other, I don't know, white. Like, I don't want to be disrespectful if she ends up seeing this, which I doubt. I don't know if she's like family or like a family friend or whatever the case may be. But it's just them in there. So talking to my niece, she's still setting stuff up, she's singing blue and stuff like that. So obviously, I help my niece, we're having a good conversation, yada yada yada. before I even get to help her, I give her a hug. Like, ooh, Uncle Mario, you skinny, you been losing weight. I'm like, yeah, man, I might have lost a few pounds, whatever the case may be. All right, moving on. Helping her do this. At this point, still nobody's there. It's about 20 minutes. We try to hang up this balloon. We got the little tape on it. They keep falling. So we trying to all these different ways that we can actually get this to actually say up. Boom. Whatever. Spend a lot of time on that. Now, keep in mind, this is not one of my brother's jobs, right? So my brother, he literally just got done working, and he worked that day, and he helped set up the party as well. So boom, he still got to go back home and change. And I'm like, man, I already helped some stuff. Like, it's really nothing else for me to do. It's just people here to really, interact or do our ones and twos or whatever the case may be. So my brother's gonna go home, he gonna change, he gonna come back. Cool, bet. I'll ride with you. Now, my brother's hilarious. I'll just put it like that. I don't necessarily think no, okay. It's a little confusing because his job knew he was having a little space to have the baby shower party, but it was like some higher ups that might have been there that didn't necessarily know what was going on. Now he got the okay from a manager, somebody high enough to actually make that call. So boom, great, you're all good. Get back. Now it's like some of the other managers walking in. It maybe about to turn to like a little situation, maybe not. Moving on. Leaving my brother, we get that taken care of. But we're probably gone. Like now, my brother, he naturally like late anyways. You know what I mean? But I was actually with the right person because sometimes when you show up to an event that it might take a little bit longer, people might show up late. You want to be with the person who's naturally late because they just got like a sense, like I don't know, like a spice, since they know exactly when to get there, and when it's cracking. So sure enough, we did that. Probably gone by about, I ain't gonna lie, it was probably gone like 45 minutes, probably only like 15 minutes away from his house. Okay, I lied. We was probably gone about an hour then at that point. Got to make a few stops before we go back. Boom, we go back. Now the rest of the people are there. So I got the rest of my nieces, my nephews. Well, nieces I was already setting up, and the rest of my nephews are there. Cool vibe because I don't really get to see my nephews and nieces as much, and they're all getting older. So like us all being in the same vicinity was definitely nice. So we came back at the right time. Now I know this is a thing naturally that happens, but the person who is, the mother of the baby shower, I won't say like kind of like a bridezilla, but she was definitely on edge, you know what I mean? Just for whatever the case may be, that's none of my business, you know what I mean? But my point was I just had to make it a point that I showed up for my niece, regardless if it was 100 people there, if it was 15, 30, regardless, two people, like regardless, I'm going to be there for my niece. That's what you do for family. No matter what, doesn't matter if it's glamorous or whatever the case may be, like you show up for your family. So that's what we did. So she might have been a little upset about that or whatever the case may be. It don't even matter. I'm with all my nieces, I'm with my nephews, like it's a vibe, you know what I mean? I got my sister there as well. Like it's cool. Like, I ain't seen her in a while too. Her and my brother. Like I ain't going. It's whatever. But the quarters though, and that was the dope part because the fact that they was both under the same roof and they're both able, to be courted about it. Because I was talking to my brother as well. Like damn, like that's dope. Like y'all can actually be like respectful and courted in the same place because it's your daughter. It's about her. It's not about y'all. Because me, I'm still kind of in that immature stage. Like if I don't like rock with you, you know what I mean. It's gonna be hard for me to be cordial at like our daughter's baby shower. But I also don't got kids, so I don't got to worry about that. But I applaud the both of them for being able to keep it cordial to come together. And I don't even think like it's really like a problem with them. I really don't like know like as far as like their relationship goes. That's their relationship. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like we all family, we all supposed to be looking at each other, whatever the case may be. Now, only the second baby shower I've been to. The first baby shower I went to, I don't remember playing any games. I think it might have been like you put the balloon under your shirt and then you try to pop it. And my tripping does that actually makes sense because that's actually like a baby shower game. That's kind of crazy because like you got the mother, like a real mother who about to have the baby, and then we playing games to put a balloon under our shirt to imitate that we having a baby, just to find any way that we can pop the balloon. I don't know. Messaging might be a little off, but like I said, I've only been to two baby showers. It's none of my business to say what people need to be upgrading or improving or whatever the case may be. It is what it is, right? Now, I lost every single game they had. I mean, I lost bingo, the guessing game, the waist measurement, I lost everything. If it was a game, I lost it. I promise you. Now, start with the first game, right? Now, y'all been to baby showers? If not, I'm gonna put y'all on the game. It's a little game that you play, and you gotta measure how round she is, like from back to summit, like how big she is. So I ain't never played this before, so like, but you can't go up to her, like you can kind of look at her and kind of like, odd up and stuff like that. But whatever. I just think I'm so raw. I was like, man, I can kind of guess. Like you got a baby, I can kind of tell, how big it is. Man, when I got up to see if my measurements was right, bro, it was so big. I ain't gonna lie. Like I didn't even continue to see like if it'll touch around because like I like I said, it was so big. I just crumpled it up and threw it. I was done with it, because obviously we talk about this. I'm competitive, I want to win, not that, you gotta win, but like, you want to be able to get close to it and whatever, win some gifts. It's not even about the gifts. I just want to win pretty much. So I share out with that. Now that bingo as well. To be fair, we was late again when I came back with my brother, so I didn't get a chance to fill it out. So when they started to play the game, you can't fill it out as going because whatever. Now, the first game they played, it was a bunch of people that won. The bingo game, a bunch of people that won. Now it's kind of like an issue because like you're supposed to be getting gifts to the people that win, but it's like consistently everybody who's playing is pretty much winning. You know what I mean? It's like you got the bingo, one person win, and then next number you call, next person wins. So it's like it just comes like a trickle down effect, right? But all in all, it was so cool. I'm not gonna complain. Still a good vibe, games, all that. Now, playing all these games were cool and all, but it was also cool to be able to be with my nieces and nephews. And that's also the funny part now is with me doing the podcast because my family always brings it up anytime I'm around. Now I say anytime I'm around, anytime I have these family events and stuff like that. But it's funny because I even like my nephew Nookie and BJ, they was acting like, when you gonna let us on the podcast? When you gonna let us on the podcast? Bro, y'all family, y'all can come on whenever y'all want. It's like y'all gonna talk, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we gonna talk. We got some stuff we want to talk about. I was like, all right, if I bring you on, y'all don't hold back now, But I don't know. It was just all in all, just kind of get a like synopsis of how the whole event, the baby shower went. It was definitely dope. All my nephews are getting big as hell too, so it's like it's really starting to age me. You know what I mean? But talking to my nephew, boom, just right when he first gets there, he's got his girl there. BJ, what up? Nephew, you good? No, what's up? He's like, what's up, little man? Little, that's Mark. I'm like, hey, you lost some weight. Now it's become a topic of conversation. Everybody I'm talking to is like, hey, you look kind of thin. Now, I guess I'll just break it down. I'll break it down, right? Because you guys probably know I've been on the podcast. I've been getting the stuff done, with my mouth, like the dental work and stuff like that. Thing is with that, okay, boom. If I have a side of my mouth that hurts, I can't really eat on that side at all. You know what I mean? So it's like you come very kind of limited of the stuff that you can eat, or you can just eat through the pain and you're still gonna have pain. I'm cool on that. I chose not to, and I'm still working, Monday through Saturday. I don't have a cubicle job. I'm not sitting all day. I'm either driving, I'm on my feet. I don't have a cubicle job. So like on top of that, I'm not even taking the intake calories that I'm supposed to be having. And then on top of that, I'm still staying fit. I'm still playing football. I'm doing all of that still, right? So that's really where the weight loss came from. I apparently was the last person to know about it. I think I talked about this last week at Mother's Day. My niece had mentioned something about being light. And then when I went today, um, and they was talking about it, I was like, damn, like I'm like it's really, like noticeable. Now I'm at the point like I'm actually like getting on the way. Now usually, I'm walking around, 185, 190, little statue, if you will, a little stocky statue. I'm at like 163, 165 now. So it's probably been like in the matter of like a month and a half, I lost like 20 pounds, right? Now, I just want to address that because I keep seeing people. When I say people, I'm seeing my family. Like my family knows more than, the average person that whatever the case may be. So I just had to speak on that. Not that anybody thinks that I am on drugs. But if you're watching the podcast, you've seen how open I've been about the stuff I've been getting done with my dental, parts of root canal, stuff like that. And that's really just it's a combination of me not really eating and then me working literally Monday through Saturday. I have a time slot that I really like to eat. I really don't like to eat after 9 o'clock because it hurts my stomach. So if I get done from one of my jobs, I don't get home till 10:30, 11 o'clock. Like it's over with. And then I don't eat fast food. So when I'm out doing my job, I'm not stopping and getting no fast food or nothing like that. So I don't know. It was good to know that everybody was aware that I was losing weight, but me. But just so y'all know, I am good, and I still got these 160. Like boxers, they walk around like 185, and then when they fight, they 165. Same thing. I got them. Look, 165. But look, the power's still there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, you want to test for yourself? Go see that hook still mean, boy. I hate to do it to you. Ooh, I hate to do it to you. No, but now for I wanted to definitely address that, like I said, for obvious reasons. I should have lied and said, I've been doing Herbalife. Man, that stuff really works, bro. It's like, man, it's making me lose weight. Like I'm getting. No, I'm not. We're not even gonna play it like that. Like it is what it is. But I'm gonna be able to get that weight back up for sure. Like I said, I got my dentist appointment coming up to get that stuff done, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, I will be able to comfortably do what I can do. Y'all probably can't see it on camera, but definitely lighter. But like I said, right here, ah, all that. But yeah, that's about it as far as the baby shower goes. I definitely helped a good amount. But I mean, that's what family is supposed to do. Like I didn't care at all. You know what I mean? I got Taj, her little baby shower gifts and stuff like that. But it's like I didn't get hired to do like the cleaning up and stuff like that. But like it doesn't matter. What am I gonna do? Like to sit here and watch everybody else clean up stuff? So that's what we did. When I got there, I was up setting up stuff. But not to make it seem like I was there setting up tables, because when I got there, most of that stuff was done. We were just doing the decorations. But when we leave, everybody, oh yeah, I've been here for 30 minutes. Oh, I gotta go. Oh, you girl, you look good. And then they out of there. You know what I mean? Like that's the difference between like your family and like your friends. Your friends not really gonna say after the help. I think the one girl she had help, I forget her name, but she's been around for a little bit. Now I forgot your name, but shout out to you because you always been a real one. Whatever you and Taj's relationship is, good friends, whatever the case may be. Shout out to you because every time I see you, you always being like super helpful, and the fam definitely appreciates that for sure. So if you got anything going on, I forget your name. I'm sure Todd will tell me. I'm sure I remember if I saw you, but I know exactly who I'm talking about. But if you got anything going on, look, you good with me. We like that. We come help it. We come help out. We come show out whatever you need to get cracking. We got you. But yeah, that's it as far as the baby shower goes. I don't think there's anything else I want to. Is there anything else I wanted to touch on? I mean, I don't know. That was pretty much it. It was, I mean, super hot. Obviously, still like I'm in jeans, like burning up. You know what I mean? Well, I was when I was outside. I'm in the AC with the fan on. But yeah. Um, I talked about they want to be that's fans so they can be on the podcast. They ain't even got to ask. Being a topic of conversation when I come around doesn't make me feel like big headed or anything like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as how my little weekend recap. And I've been noticing I've been going like a little longer when it goes to like the weekend recap because I don't know. I feel like sometimes some of the viewers you guys may like that better than hearing about some of the mainstream stuff. So that's why I always do this on the first half, and then on the second half I usually do the mainstream stuff. But honestly, it hasn't even been like that. Just for the simple fact is I've been outside with the fam. You know what I mean? I had a cookout last week. It was a baby shower. This week. So it's been going good, and that's kind of like ideal. And that's the best thing for me about being back from Florida is being able to spend time with my family and be here for all these events. It's definitely not a good feeling knowing like when I was down on Florida, I was missing family events. To be away from people I really love to people who can't only show any type of love towards me when I did something that was beneficial to their pockets. So it's definitely good to be home, to be with the family, and I'm already off to a great summer, honestly, because the cookout's been going crazy, all that stuff. But I mean, that's not like I said, everybody been talking about like 2016 vibes, man. If we keep having cookouts and I keep seeing the family, that's gonna be the cookout vibe or the 2016 vibes that I definitely need. I mean, yeah, obviously hang out with friends and stuff like that, but I mean, I don't know. That's just me personally. It's nothing better than hanging out with the family. And that's just me. And I talked about that as well as like, I got some of my nieces are a little bit younger. They're, the high school stage, you don't want to be bothered by nobody, but like, whoever you're dating and then your friends, then you get a little older, it's like, man, I really like, man, your friends ain't good for nothing for the most part. Like a lot of them won't even, do the bare minimum for you. So that's why people always roll back to hanging out with the family and which is good. Everybody should, I want to say everybody should be like that because I don't know how everybody's families are. My family is definitely different. When I say different, just because like we'll just be there for you, but it's not like different. It's not like we're not like crazy, like we don't get irritated at each other and like not talk to each other for a little while and then get back cool. Like we just like any other family, just like I was just saying that to say is like, I feel like sometimes, not sometimes, I know for a fact like we always go the extra mile. Like if I needed anything done, like with me, I can't drive tomorrow for getting my wisdom teeth out because I'm gonna be sedated and I could probably crash the whip if I'm driving. But my mom is gonna take me. But like I got the family, like I don't even worry about that. If my mom can take me, I have an auntie, I have an uncle, I have a niece, I have a nephew. I have a strong support system of people that can make sure that I can be wherever I need to be, and then vice versa for anybody else in the family. Like you got people that you can actually reach out to, and if they can help you, they will definitely help you. It's not like, oh well, I really ain't got no gas money to do that. It's like, bro, I'll give you gas money to do it. Like it's not a big deal. But it's like you got family talking about like, oh well, gas money and yada yada yada. Man, they don't really rock you like that. I'm just be completely honest with you because when they'll ask you for something, you might be inclined to give it to them because that is family, but vice versa, they won't do it to you, or they'll make it seem like it's a big deal and they got to go out their way to do that. I don't know. Y'all know how family be. Like I don't have to try to like explain none of this to y'all because y'all have a family. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But speaking of family, actually, let me do one. Hold on, let me do one little check. Like I said, I don't wanna get cut off on y'all, But the boy is still here. Let me do. Who y'all know? Hey, look, who y'all know in the podcast game? I can just walk away while the camera's still on, keep talking, and then still come back and do a thing. I'll wait. I got the best supporters in the world. Y'all let me do my thing. Y'all let me leave, come back. I might miss a drop week and then I get back consistent again. But y'all rock me, and that's why I rock y'all. Keep being how y'all be. Don't let nobody change y'all. Don't look. Look. Y'all know what to do. I'm not gonna talk about it. But on a serious note, enough of all the joking. Um, let's get down to something serious. Now, usually I would take a commercial break for this, but we are going to just attack this real quick, and it might cut me off, and we might go to the other side, but whatever the case may be. And I just, oh, hold on. Alrighty. Keep going again. Now, the video, the Diddy video, I've been calling it the Diddy video dropped with him assaulting Cassidy, right? Now, the issue that I have with this is for obvious reason. Obviously, you're putting your hands on a woman. You're a man of power. Money, all type of stuff. So it's like that control aspect is already there. But it's just for the simple fact that you deny all this stuff. Now people are like, well, why would you just own up to that? But it's like, why are you doing stuff that can possibly come out and you will have to be held accountable for, right? That, like they say, what's done in the dark will come to light. All right, Diddy, it's coming to light, and it's coming to light bright as hell, my boy. You on Front Street. You're dead wrong for what you did in that video. Now, I'm not gonna go too much into detail about what's going on, but pretty much what I'm gonna say is, he put hands and feet on this girl for whatever controlling reason that he saw fit it was to do that. Now, this video, right? Cassie's going to the elevator. She looks a little frantic. Boom. She runs to the elevator. And the next thing you know, Diddy appears. Commercial break. Diddy appears. Now, this is the part of, this whatever situation that when it gets the ugliest because he then, she's not even looking. She's got her hood on, so it kind of peripherals kind of, blocked off a little bit. But she's also kind of like She trying to, man, she not even trying to look like, man, look, let me just hurry up and get on the elevator and go. Boom. Diddy, boom, socks, right? Snuffs. Now, okay, I don't never approve of any man putting his hands on a woman, right? Now that's bad alone. But it's what happens after. When he hits her, she falls to the ground. You know, you putting feet on her, you dragging her. He was really treating this girl like it was some dude in the streets that owed her money. You know what I mean? Which is, I'm just trying to put I don't even want to put myself in his head, but I'm trying to make sense of this all. Somebody like Diddy, why is you doing anything like that? But it's like, go back to the point I was saying before. But not only that, but it's like any dude that puts his hands on a woman, not only just, smacks her or, punch her, whatever the case may be, when you start beating on anybody, especially a female who's not fighting back and you not stopping, bro, you was like the lowest of the totem pole, Diddy. I'm ashamed to say that you black, my boy. Man, we don't care about none of that stuff you got going on, because when it comes to you just doing somebody and treating somebody like they not an actual human being, we not rocking with that, Diddy. We not take that, nothing, man. You had a couple good songs, like I'll Be Missing You. Okay, you ain't had no, look, it ain't a bar hot enough that you can spit that can make us forget or forgive what you did to Cassie. Whatever y'all had going on, all right, cool. Couples fight, but that's like some other stuff. You need to be held accountable for it, Diddy, and rightfully you are. This is the first time Diddy had dropped the video talking about it, apologizing. Oh yeah, that happened. Yada yada yada. I've been learning from my mistakes, making the change to do better. I've been talking to God. Man, I see right all through that bullshit. What I saw in that video, that don't seem like anybody who is willing to change until something actually happens to them. And then people like that, they always trying to bring God into it. Like, yeah, I've been talking to God. Word? You've been talking to God about that? Apparently, that video happened in 2016. What about all the other stuff and accusations that have been coming out about you after that? Diddy, Puff, Sean Combs, you got to talk about that. Like, we're not going to do that. You sorry because you got caught on camera doing wrong. Like, that's on you. We not give you no type of passes for that. I don't care how many dances. I don't care. You had a role in Biggie. We don't care about none of that shit. That shit is corny and it's played out, my boy. And you gonna get what you got coming to you. And I'm not even gonna say allegedly, because bro, it's a video of it. You gonna tell my eyes lie to me? Did it? You gonna tell my eyes lie to me? And with the video I saw with my 2 eyes, wasn't the video I saw with my 2 eyes? Boy, these 2020. These ain't no 1020. These ain't no 220. These 2020 on my eyes. I saw the video. You dead wrong, did he? For real. And it's so crazy that we're even at this point now too, because it's just like, bro, we see a lot of our favorite black moguls being taken down for doing some corny stuff. And honestly, I don't care if we got to expose every person that we looked up to growing up as, as black people in the culture or whatever the case may be, and they doing weirdo stuff like that. Man, get them out of here, bro. We don't got no room for that. And that's the thing. We trying to progress forward. You holding us back. Like, you really making us think like we acting like Neanderthals. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, Diddy, man, get it together. Like, I ain't like, it ain't no personal beef I got with Diddy, but like, I got anything personal about anybody who's literally putting their hands on a woman like it's a doer, like some of that older, like you acting like she really did something to your mama or something like that. How you treating that girl? Like, and you've been hiding in plain sight about it. Oh, all this. Oh, I'm brotherly love. I'm brotherly love, man. Did he fuck you? You ain't no brotherly love. You's a bitch. For real. We don't rock with that at all. I'm calm down a little bit. I got a little hot. But no, for real, I really don't like stuff like that, because like just because you got money and power and all this other stuff, that you think you just do whatever you want, you just gonna get away with it and nobody gonna say nothing about it. Oh well, the culture is still behind us. No, we not did it. We not rocking with you at all. And the people that aren't speaking out against you, maybe they should, but they're choosing not to. Hopefully that means that they're, planning to cut ties with you. And I don't wish jail on nobody, and I'm still not gonna wish jail. I'm not gonna wish jail. I'm not gonna wish death on nobody. None of that. But you gonna get what you got coming to you, Diddy, and nobody's gonna feel bad at all. That's just the bottom line. You wouldn't believe that I have the AC and fan on the way. How I just got in this joint, but you can probably see it perforating on my. You can see it on my forehead. You see me sweating. No, but for real. Let's move on to a lighter topic because I don't want to talk about this fucking bozo anymore. But we got NCAA 24 is dropping. Now, ladies, if you got a boyfriend, you got a husband, or you got a man, whatever the case may be, in July, when this drops, man, don't be arguing. Don't be, oh, well, it's nice out. Can we go to the park? Can we go to the Botanic Garden? Can we go to the zoo? We not doing none of that with NCAA 24 drop. I promise you, we not doing none of that. We in the crib. I don't care if it's 90 degrees outside. I'm playing the game. I'm not going outside. I'm staying in the AC. I'm playing my game. We've been waiting too long for this, and now we got all the upgrades, yada, yada, yada. It's going crazy. The only thing I didn't like about it, I don't know why they got like a Texas player, and then a Michigan player, and then a Colorado player, like all on it. Like, I feel like it should have just been Travis Hunter because I think, uh, I mean, it's an argument that could be made, but I think clearly Travis Hunter is the best football player in college football. I'm just going to go on and say, just put him on the cover, let everybody else, whatever. And maybe I feel some type of way too because like I think the last NCAA they had Denard Robinson on there, Michigan, and as a OHIO Buckeyes fan, I'm not trying to keep looking at this Michigan player, on the cover. But just like me and the rest of the men population are very excited that this game is going to drop. All we ask is for a little bit of peace. That's all we want. We just don't want to be nagged. You still playing the game? Yes, we still playing the game. They come with new drip, the sleeves, little armbands, the no knee pads. I forget. I just saw a tutorial. What else they got going on? But obviously, Road to Glory is coming back. Mm. And dang, I always say this because I don't drop no comments. But man, drop your comment what team Road to Glory. Yo, what's your first school you're gonna go to? Because obviously you go to the big schools, and then everybody's gonna go to like those low schools that got like one star and just have a stud on there and change the program. We all do this. Like, look, we all speaking from the same perspective. Me, OHIO, I'm definitely going with the Buckeyes. My first Road to Glory. Like that's mentor. I'm going Buckeyes, and then I'm gonna go Colorado, and then I don't know. Well, we're pretty much just. I do mess with Zakier Branch from USC. He's gonna be kind of nice. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I just wanted to drop that for y'all. If any of the women listen to this, just let it be known that it is coming out. So just be cool. All right. We'll talk about Bronny. He's been looking good at the combine. He been getting a lot of hate for I don't know what reason because like bro, he's been getting offers from Osei since he was in seventh grade. Everybody knew he was gonna get to the point where he's gonna get to the NBA. When did we get to the point where it was a question mark if Bronny was gonna be good in the league or not? He's gonna be fine in the league. He's gonna play. He's gonna develop, and everything is good. So y'all just relax. I'm not even like the biggest LeBron fan in the world. Like obviously Cleveland, respect. But like it's Kobe over. That's just me personally. I'm not trying to show y'all anyway. That's just how I feel personally. You feel me? But I mean, I just feel like he gets like an unjust hate just because LeBron's his dad. But I feel like Bronny is very well-rounded kid. Good head on the shoulder. He doesn't let that bother him. It's like he's been LeBron's dad his whole life. You know what I mean? Like it ain't nothing he got to get used to. He's been LeBron's dad. You know what I mean? So I think Bron will be fine. I just don't like how y'all be kind of I'm speaking in general terms, but like people is already like trying to handle. He's not going to be as good as his dad. What player in the NBA? What son? What player in the NBA that came after their dad when their dad was a superstar and the son is better than him? It rarely happened. Oh, what about you, Dell Curry? Come on now, it's not really a high bridge you got to beat. Now Dell was nice from highlights. That's way before my time, but like, man, I don't care about no Dell. You got Steph, right? I don't know. I just like I said, it is what it is. I think Brian will be fine. But before we get out of here, while we're on basketball, some other basketball news. We got the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets in Game 7. They're gonna play the Mavericks next. Like I said, I'm really pulling for Ant. You know what I mean? I don't really care like who wins, what team. Like I promise you, I don't have a dog in the fight at all, right? But I do like players. Definitely a player type, and yeah, I mean, it's either going. Hey, it's getting down to the nitty gritty. The Timberwolves and the Mavericks. Then the Pacers beat the Knicks in Game 7. They're gonna play the Celtics. So now it's down to the Pacers and the Celtics and the Wolves and the Mavericks. Either way, I don't have a dog in the fight. Either way it goes. I don't think the Mavericks play enough defense to win a championship, but that's for them to worry about. And like I said, I'm rocking with and Edward. So hopefully he comes up, balls up, and do what he's supposed to do. But like I said, I didn't lie to y'all. Thought I was gonna give y'all a short episode, but I forgot about the topic that we were talking about. Trying to be a little longer than I thought, but y'all not complaining. I told y'all, with me getting my wisdom teeth out this week, obviously, me recording a podcast after, like the day after, probably not an ideal situation. So I came in here early. I did what I need to do just so I get the content out for you guys. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. Y'all support me. Y'all been throwing it up on y'all stories. I see everything y'all tag me. I promise. Like, I don't need no list. I know off the top of my head who has been. Let me just say, go ahead. Shout out to Izzy. Shout out to Brittany. Rodney. He had reposted my podcast as well. And that's as far as and shout out my boy Ryan Robinson as well. And I think Daquan, you posted as well. So shout out to y'all. And a lot of people as well have commented on it or have they haven't posted on their story, but they are spreading awareness in any way possible, send it to their friends, yada yada yada. Whatever the case may be, I just appreciate y'all. But I said all that to say that's why I came here. Y'all do what y'all got to do to help me, this podcast grow. So it's only right. Even if I got to tighten up my already tight schedule that I already have with only one day off, I still wanted to come in here and deliver to you guys and keep my promise. Like I said, I'm not no bullshitter. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and that's just what it is. Like I said, before we get out of here, if your boy can get a like, a comment, a subscribe, and that's okay. Damn, I ain't going to like, a comment, subscribe, a like, a comment, subscribe, a like, a comment, subscribe. Hit it. No, but for real, I appreciate y'all. This has been another episode of the We Here Now podcast. I appreciate y'all. Y'all new viewer. I appreciate you. I hope this is a podcast that will make you want to come back. And if you're a reoccurring viewer, man, I already know y'all come back. Y'all know we rock and we get that flame going every single time. Yes, sure. Sheesh.